Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. Game time is here. Riding with us, Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Should be a wet one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice play. For the drive to start. At their own 28-yard line. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll go again with Scatterbury. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. It's a gain of 3.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on third down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down. Dart on the run to the right. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. This fielded at his own 1. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Down. Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Past the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. A big-time run by Jacobs. 39 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Ready.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
On the ready.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cut.
He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's into the hands of Emmanuel Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Darius Alexander. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, it's a little bit different now.
About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
45. Set.
Jacob. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Now Love. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he had to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Black shot.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. To the goal line and in. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Now, for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbury. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Go! To throw is Dark. Pass complete to Neighbors. And he'll be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Giants football here. To begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Let's go now. 52.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Pass caught right side by Kraft. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
Down.
In motion, it's Golden. Love to throw it on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one could be
in the backfield and get to the running back because those offensive linemen.
Here we go. Red. Cycle. 60 red. 60. Cut.
Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he'll take this one in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
The extra point is up and through, and the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go. Check go.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Cougar 19.
Throwing. Dart. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Dart. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
18 Cardinal. Have that. 60.
On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Come on, set. Good, 10 black, set.
Here's Love to throw. He'll get this one out to Jacobs.
Love's pass complete to Josh Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Throwing is Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Giants. Operating from the gun, it's Dark. This one is caught by Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dark. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. We get back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. Cut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
sideline. And he will go all the way. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 39-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll stick with him again. And that's throwing is Dart. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. On the play fake, here's Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will score! Thomas Fedoni. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25. Right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Yellow, 40, ready.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Avon Thibodeau with the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
33, yellow. Ready.
Second down throw for Love. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run the draw with Pickens. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Come on, set. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So as an offensive coordinator, you have to have answers for what the defense throws at you. And in this case, your quarterback is sitting back there. He has nowhere to go with the ball on 4th down. He ends up taking the sack, and now you're driving.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. We get this into the hands of Neighbors. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants 1st down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The RPO. That one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice game. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll find his running back, Wilson. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ready.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Ready up.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Yellow. 22. Set.
Now Love. Up to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down.
Set.
Here's Love. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Ready. Hut.
Now Love. Rolling right. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On the double.
2nd and goal.
Down. Set.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up. We got ourselves a ball game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dark. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. brings up second.
They'll come up now for second down.
Packers 48-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19.
They'll stick to the ground. Open space to the 35. And he's in! Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled the season output. He now has 4. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Black, 95, claws red. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
Red, yellow, set, cut. Ready?
Love. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Giants are right back in this one.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The throw is Dart. Pass complete to Neighbors. He'll get it inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Very skillful. That's going to bring up second down.
So throughout the course of the game now, we've seen this big tight end really have his way with the defense. But I think now after that play, the big hit, forced incompletion, at least now there's a message being sent. As he gets back in the huddle, he's going to get a lot more opportunities. But just know there's going to be contact every time that ball's thrown your way.
And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
Love to throw. That one caught. He finds Golden. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first. Here comes 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. and give them a new set of downs.
First and 10.
When you find yourself trailing here late in the game, decision-making is critical. Not only is he able to extend the drive by picking up the first down with his legs, great job by the quarterback understanding, get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible as they try to make a comeback.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here is first and goal. To throw is Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ready up. Here we go.
Throwing is Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
This one caught the floor. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
Ready.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's fourth and goal. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late.